to political uprising of this nature, they group the Yoruba and the Igbo as one. They group Oduduwa and Biafra as one people, and they call you Southerners. Do you understand the trick? I don't know how to explain this so that people can understand what I'm saying. The reason why they're using the word Southerners is because when the attack starts, it's bound to happen anyway, they will say we are killing Southerners. And when you go to the map of the world or of the Zoological Republic, you will see that in the south of Nigeria, you have Oduduwa in the west and you have in the east Biafra. So you will say, oh, Southerners are being killed in the north. You will not say that Igbo people are being killed in the north. Because the fight which they are alluding to happened in the west. Yoruba killed terrorists in Ibadan. And rightfully so. Are you feeling what I'm saying? In order to justify any future killings of Biafran people in the north, they are now saying, do not kill Southerners. I don't know if people are following. I don't know if they're following what I'm telling them. I don't know if they are following what I am explaining to them. I don't know if people are following what I am trying to get across to them. Why they infuse South into this mayhem is because when they start killing Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kano, they will say, we are killing Southerners. They will tell BBC World Service, BBC Hausa Service, even the stupid BBC Igbo. They will start writing, oh, Southerners, because they know that there are no Yorubas in Sabongeri in Kano. Understand the way they reason in the zoo. That is why we take time to analyze the news for you, so you understand it. A lot of us, we are not English people. We have to go to school to study English language. So when they write all these, their lies, or try to change these narratives in English language, it is our duty and responsibility to lay out the facts the way they are. And that is exactly what we are doing this afternoon from Houston in Texas. The group said that the North and West should not engage in any dispute. They never mentioned the East, likening them to husband and wife or slave and master relationship because of their similar traditions and religious beliefs. That was what I warned you in the past about the Fulani. The same way they have come to Imo State, they're saying some of them are doing Islamic colony, doing Islamic colony in. Very soon, when they strike you and will take over your land, they will say, we have similarities in religion. The only reason why they are saying this is because of the likes of Tinubu, who is a Muslim, the likes of Lai Mohammed, who is a Muslim, the likes of Saraki. It's basically because they took over a Lauren from the Yoruba people. Are you understanding me? Now they have similar beliefs, they have similar culture, which is a lie, of course, because Yoruba is distinct from Fulani. Fulani, they are not even indigenous to Nigeria to start with. Understand what I'm saying at this precise moment. The reason why they said that Hausa people are fighting Yoruba in Ibadan is to draw Hausa into the equation so that Hausa can kill people for them in the north. That is why they're doing it. So Hausa can start killing people in the north. And when they kill Igbo people, when they kill Biafrans in the north, they will say they are killing Southerners. Because if you look at the map of the zoo called Nigeria, Oduduwa is in the south, where the problem is happening. So also is Biafra land. It's a very clever ploy, very clever move. That is what the advisors are telling them. That is the way they advise them. That is why our people must rise. They must be alert all the time. You must be able to reason. If you do not reason in the zoo, they will cheat you, they will bamboozle you, they will make all that you learned and studied at the various schools you attended to become a waste, an absolute waste. Yoruba is like their slave. If they said it in the open, this is a Yoruba newspaper. Yoruba is like their wife. They also condemned the crisis that resulted in the loss of lives and properties worth millions of naira, describing it as the handiwork of the enemies of the country. They have gone back. That is what they always do. They talk about unity. Always put it at the back of your mind. As I told you before, Anybody discussing one Nigeria is putting your life in danger. When they kill you, the first thing they do is, oh, please, let's forget and come together as one for the sake of the country. Which country? Is it the country that has given you drinking water? Or is it the country that you have light? Or is it the country that you have good roads? Therefore, my question is, as always, tell me one single thing that can compel you to be proud.
Alright, this Ufoma Biafra on the microphone. God bless Mazi Chika, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Urobo Wato, hey, Isoko Wato, hey, IPOB, one family.
It's just my finger.
In your woman, me and one girl, but I make a one. Urobo, Utori Biafra, in your woman, on a new time. Urobo, Nani Soto, Isha Kiri, Utori Biafra, one more, we come at the for Makada, Efu Biafra, Urobo, Nanisha, Isha Kiri, Utori Biafra, one more, we come at the if they carry, Efu Biafra, Biafra, no, Biafra, no. Divide and rule has been defeated in our land. On a Biafra, Bayesala, and the Tala, Kalabala, and Aqua Ibola, Ikoshala, or Ibola, me our family. On a Biafra, Uropo, Nanisha. Kiri, Utori Biafra, Mama, we come at the if they come, they put it Biafra, Biafra, Biafra,
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House Service coming to you via the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra land. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House Service coming to you via the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra land.
Alright, this Ufuma Biafra on the microphone. God bless Mazi Chika, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Urobo watu, hey, isoko watu.
Just but one little one. And inshallah, they raise Biafra and banded joy in the holy land of Biafra. the battle for our liberty, freedom, and for the restoration. The sovereignty of Biafra is the Lord, because our and outside of Biafra land, they came prepared for one single purpose, which is to stop a sovereign state of Biafra from coming into being. Great Biafrans, permit me to ask this rhetorical question. Can any mortal stop the sun from rising and following the path ordained for it by Chukwu Abiyama? Can any mortal stop the sun from breaking through and announcing the day? As you know the answer to this question to be a capital no, I urge you, therefore, the true followers of Mazi Chika, to draw your daily strength from this fact that as it is not possible for mortals to prevent the sun from breaking through and driving away darkness, so it is impossible for any mortal to stop the rising sun of Biafra from illuminating itself and taking its proper place of honor amongst the states, among the stars of heaven. Because the spirits of our ancestors are with us in this very battle. But above all, Chukwu Abiyama has determined that now is the time for the freedom of his children from subjugation, dehumanization, torture, imprisonment, from pogrom and massacre, and from thousands of years of slavery. The leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra, the Directorate of State, is preoccupied with the work of securing the to achieve our immediate and long-term objectives. The Eastern Security Network is Chukwu Abiyama's battle axe. He has used this outfit that our leader put in place under divine direction to drive from our land Fulani rapists, killers, terrorists who occupied our forests and farmlands and were terrorizing our people prior to the emergence of the ESN. Great Biafrans, 12 months since its inception, the Eastern Security Network has done the unimaginable. This is why all forces of darkness are arrayed against us. This is why Southeast governors are uneasy, because the people have taken their protection and destiny into their own hands. I can confidently therefore inform Biafrans that as of today, more than 70% of Fulani rapists and terrorists in our forests and farmlands have been dislodged. And we are not going to rest on our oars until the remaining are sent back to where they came from. As the ESN is engaged in this patriotic duty of keeping our forests and farmlands safe for agricultural activities to go on unhindered, it is very imperative, my people, that we must we must be very vigilant when it comes to David Umahi's militia, because the majority, close to 80% or more of its personnel are Nigerian police officers and foreigners that they imported into our land to help the zoo security agencies in its continued program of Biafra youth. Openly, very, very openly, they are eliminating our young males who form the bedrock of our society. I am greatly pained when I observe what is playing out in Imo State. I am pained because I look to see if there is but one man who can speak truth to power. But lo and behold, our land is bereft of real elders. Our land is bereft of courageous elders. They answer elders when an opportunity to go cap in hand seeking for one selfish advantage or the other present itself. They watch the carnage going on in Imo State, but they pretend to see nothing. They hear the sound of the machine guns fixed atop Nigerian Army and police armored personnel carriers, and the bombs from their Army and Navy helicopters. And when the dust settles, they will see the mangled bodies of their children littering in our communities and our cities. But these elders are not moved because they have long ceased to be true elders, having dined with the devil and mortgaged their conscience. The Imo State and Ebonyi State governors have turned the killing of Biafran youths, raising down of our communities, businesses and homes as their new sport. Where are the elders, you may ask? The intelligence report at our disposal reveals a very disturbing trend to the desperation of the Southeast politicians to create an environment of anarchy in our land. They have now turned their eyes to the coastal region of Biafra land to hire militants to come into the heartland of Biafra and cause mayhem and targeted killings. We are alerting you now ahead of time, because when they will begin to point their cursed hands at IPOB and remember, we informed you well ahead of time, as we also told you that most of them, the governors, are responsible for the atrocities going on in Biafra land currently. They created the unknown government for this purpose. Now that events in Imo and Ebonyi has exposed their evil work, they want to divert our attention by their desire and desperation to turn their attention to the coast. Just a word of caution to our brothers in the coastal region. Do not allow politicians to use you to spill the blood of your brother, because the land of Biafra and the spirits that own the land shall come after such a person that allows politicians to use him or her. Please, Biafrans, take note. Take note, this is very important, because you may be setting yourself up for danger. Recruitment of ESN operatives is closed. So do not fall into the hand of DSS in the name of recruitment for ESN. Recruitment has closed. We are not recruiting new officers or new personnel. To this effect, therefore, all ESN commanders and reservists should return to base within 72 hours. The kidnapping of Biafran youth, irrespective of their gender, and the kidnapping of Biafran men and women, irrespective of their age, is continuing without let. Thousands of Biafrans have been abducted by the Nigerian security operatives, especially the army, the police, and the DSS. A great number of these abductees are simply executed. A great number are simply wasted. Many are raped, tortured, and starved to death. IPOB has deployed a multiple approach in tracing the whereabouts of our people who have fallen victim to these targeted killings and kidnappings. We also deploy multiple means to secure their freedom. In this regard, therefore, the indigenous people of Biafra, led by Mazi Chika, has secured the freedom of more than 1,500 of our people kidnapped by Nigerian security agencies at an enormous financial cost running into millions of dollars. 1,500 of our youths. This is just those that has or have been secured. Their freedom has been secured. This number, of course, include about 500 of our people abducted from Obibo in Igbocha. Let me hasten to add that there are still thousands of Biafran youths being held in different detention facilities across the zoo. You may be wondering for what offense. These people have committed no crime other than that they are born Biafrans. The IPOB medical department has been handling cases of our people who sustained all manner of injuries from torture at the hands of these terrorists in uniform. Many have suffered serious traumatic, psychological and mental injuries that will take years to heal or may even leave a permanent scar on these victims. A lot of funds are also expended by IPOB to provide the needed medical help to these victims as well. The year 2021, despite many of its challenges, was the year IPOB led by Mazi Chika reached a key and very significant milestone. Our challenges, however, have also equipped us with the resilience to go into the new year firmly committed to carry out our obligations and responsibilities diligently. We must maintain discipline at all levels and at all times. No room for distractions, please. Our action plan for 2022. Following are some of the programs and actions which the leadership will vigorously pursue in 2022. These are the ones we can make public for now. Others will be made known at the appropriate time. 1. We shall embark upon a worldwide campaign for the unconditional release of Mazi Chika, a prisoner of conscience. The campaign will be called the Prisoner of Conscience Campaign. Mazi Chika, the Prisoner of Conscience Campaign. In furtherance of this campaign, therefore, all IPOB family members, Biafrans and friends of Biafra are hereby urged and directed to change their profile pictures on social media with our official campaign poster. Please, after this address, go to @RealDOS, @RealIPOBDOS on Twitter, and you can see the official poster. I believe also our media department will do the necessary in this regard. 2. All IPOB families worldwide are hereby as well directed to activate the earlier instruction passed down to them. We shall embark on a worldwide protest in cities and capitals around the world. Focus of our protest shall be British embassies, the British Parliament, 10 Downing Street, the Kenyan embassies, the Zoo Nigerian embassies, and international organizations like the United Nations, the EU, Amnesty International, and of course, media houses. 3. The DOS will be creating a new department in IPOB to add to those already existing under the Directorate of State. The department will be designated as IPOB Education Department. Primary responsibility is to teach our history, language, tradition, and culture to our children. We have about 3 books that will be published this new year in furtherance of this action or project. After the head of this department is made public, Biafran writers will be called upon to bring forward books and educational materials to be published for our children in primary and secondary schools. 4. And very important, beginning from tonight, no more Nigerian national anthems in all schools in Biafra land. No more Nigerian national anthems in all schools in Biafra land. Our children must no longer be reminded daily that they are under oppression by singing the national anthem of the oppressor. School authorities and proprietors have a responsibility to teach our children our national anthem, the Biafran national anthem. 5. The ban placed on Fulani cows will take effect in April 2022, this very year. We have informed Biafran that this is coming. Those who are getting ready for this must hasten their actions and put all logistics in place for this to take effect, because in April this ban will kick in and it will be enforced. Effective this month, Fulani cows, this month that I mean the April of 2022, Fulani cows will no longer be used for any social or ceremonial events and festivals in Biafra land. Our native cows will be used instead for these events. Traditional custodians of our culture, the clergy and time unions, must ensure that this message gets to the grassroots. We cannot continue to eat and bring curse and damnation upon our land and upon ourselves by consuming cows that were used for bestiality. And for those who do not understand what bestiality means, these cows, the cow headers, they have sex with them and they send it to us to eat. Are you not cursing yourself and bringing damnation upon yourself? Therefore, the ban on Fulani cows will take effect April 2022. Number 6, our May 30th of this year shall take a different format. It shall be celebrated as our Independence Day. Seminars, symposiums, lectures in designated halls will be organized. There will be no protests. There will be no protest. We shall celebrate it as a day of independence. And every preparations for this must commence without delay, please. Finally, I cannot reiterate the importance of discipline enough. And this applies to all levels of our structure. Every principal servant of the indigenous people of Biafra report to his or her immediate superior. Our command and control principle is an indispensable tool in our operations and for our success for that very matter. It is indispensable for our success, and everybody must ensure that they keep to this very principle. There is no middle way. Either you are in or you are out. To this effect, therefore, those of you who are being led astray, the door of grace is about to shut, and when that happens, you will truly have yourself alone to blame. Great Biafrans, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama take the place of honor in our journey to freedom. May He guide our feet in only one direction, the road to a free, sovereign, and independent Biafran nation. May He strengthen all true and honest IPOB family members worldwide. And of course, may He guard, protect, and lead our leader, Mazi Chika. Thank you. Long live Mazi Chika. Long shall you live IPOB Eastern Secret Network. And long live Biafra and the rising sun. Good night.